numbers guy. I've done a little bit of research here. So we're going to start right now. I'm going to do the top 10. I'm going to start with honorable mention. Okay? So I've done a lot of math. Basically, what I have done is I have taken every video that's available online through YouTube and other sources, including Papapalooza, and I have come up with some averages of what everybody's shooting in competition play. Some I don't have very many. I don't have very much data, but this took me a little while. It took me an hour, more, a couple hours. So, because competition play is very important, right? You can shoot one thing at home on your machine or on an elite machine somewhere else. Competition's a different animal. All right, we're starting right now. After all my calculation, here's my prediction for tomorrow night. Honorable mention, I'm going to go Danny Krolik. Part of it, there's Danny. I got a little glare. Danny Krolik. So part of that is because there's no data on Danny. No video, very little videos online, a little bit on his own personal Instagram page, but very little information. I just don't have very much information of Danny other than his highest score he's ever gotten on an elite machine is 175. So we're going to honorable mention Danny. Next honorable mention, Gary Preston. All right. So Gary Preston is going to be a next honorable mention. We have a little bit of data on Gary. I met Gary, very nice guy. We're going to go Gary Preston averaging, from what I can tell, in competition, about 144 per game. So that's going to be honorable mention. Now we're going to get into the top 10. All right, so here's the top 10 list. My calculation of what the results could be tomorrow night at the Papa Shot National Championships in Orlando on ESPN2. Number 10 coming in. We'll find this picture. Carson Dean. Coming in number 10. My 10th prediction is Carson Dean. He's averaging about 148 per round on all the video that I can scrub. Carson Dean at 148. Number 9. Number 9, we are going with, I'm going to try and show you pictures because this is a high production value sort of event. Number 9, we're going with Bobby Darian. Met Bobby Darian, shot very well at Papapalooza. High score is 210 on an elite machine. That's wild. Bobby Darian is averaging about 142 per round in competition play from what I've been able to gather. All right, number 9 is Bobby. Number 8, what I consider now a friend. Number 8 is going to be a friend of mine. Would like to hang out more at some point, but got to know him quite a bit just from online and stuff. That's going to be Nicky Buckets. Right there. I know it's all backwards, but there's his picture. Nicky Buckets. Coming in at number 8 is Nicky Buckets. I'm looking at Nicky at averaging about 142 per round over the last roughly 12 months on all available data that I have. Good luck, Nicky. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Number 7. Number 7, I'm going to go with another guy that was been super cool to me, Josh Caputo. Going with Josh Caputo at number 7. Josh is averaging in the last year about 146 per round. And he's had some health issues as well, which I totally understand. Josh is 39, shoots a lot of shots. Gotta, keep the shoulder, keep the arm, keep everything going good. And I wish him nothing but the best. We're going number 6. Number 6, we're going Michael Pashkow. You find his video. Pashkow has been shooting very well lately. His highest score ever is 193 on an elite machine. There's Michael Pashkow. He is averaging 158 over all of the competitions I can find online per round over the last year-ish. 158 is fantastic. Also a really good guy. Got to meet him in Las Vegas as well. Number 5, we're going to go with somebody that I have never met, but has appeared to be performing very well. Very good scores. A little bit of data, not a lot of data online, but we're going to go with Kerry Jordan. Number 5, my number 5 prediction is going to be Kerry Jordan. He's averaging about 155 per round over the time period. All right. Number 4. All right. This is getting down to the nitty gritty. I would assume that any of the top 7 or so can absolutely win this. Number 4, we're going with another good man and a really good shooter. And that is going to be, drum roll, that's the champ. That's the champ right there, folks. Look at that. He knows how to play the air ukulele. I'm assuming he doesn't play the real ukulele. He fake plays the ukulele. He is a fantastic Pop-A-Shot player. He has averaged about 170 per round over some qualifying. I can't remember. Scott qualified. He didn't have to qualify because he's the champ, but I don't think he did any of the in-person qualifiers. So on his rounds at Papapalooza, he averaged about 170. Really good shooter. Absolutely has a chance to repeat, but I don't think he's going to repeat. Field is very, very tough. Number three. This is a little bit off the board, but not a lot of data once again for number 3. But after having watched the Chicago qualifiers and after having seen the logo that he wears on his shirt, the Ohio State logo, I'm a Buckeye and a Flyer, but Buckeye too. He shot incredibly well in Chicago. All right. Very quick pace and a very high make rate. That's going to be Mitch Phillips. So Mitch Phillips, Buckeye. I have him coming in at number 3. He's averaging about 160 from what I can tell per round. And that was just Chicago. That's all the data that I had was the Chicago qualifier. So that's a little bit of an upset. Mitch Phillips over Scott Setsky, just rolling the dice here. All right, final 2. This is not a surprise now. We've eliminated just about everybody else, but the battle at Papapalooza was incredible. And so because I've seen this play out once already, it absolutely could flip-flop. No question that the results could flip-flop here. But number 2 is going to be James Isham. All right, this guy is a machine. Averaged, what I can tell, over the last year, about 165 in competition play. Okay, with a ton of rounds. Papapalooza, Indianapolis, 165 on a ton of rounds is really, really good. He's an absolute animal. He had a really good chance to win Papapalooza and kind of maybe ran out of steam at the end, but he was just dump trucking people through that competition. He put up some huge scores, and I think in the 180s at one point. Well, I've got it right here. Yeah, 182, 172, 174, big numbers. James Isham, great Pop-A-Shot player. He can absolutely win this competition if he just probably finishes a little bit stronger. Okay, and that leaves only one person. There's just no other way to put it. He's on the stream right now. There's just too much data, and he proved that he not only is a phenomenal shooter, but stamina so big in this competition. I mean, I wouldn't even know. I've never gone through a full qualifying scenario, but I play at home for hours and hours, and stamina is a big deal. That's going to be the Papapalooza champion that's on the live right now. That's going to be Chris Murphy. Terrible picture, face covered up. I'm sure he doesn't care. But that's Chris Murphy. High is 206 on his probably his at-home elite machine. Chris is averaging, what do I have? What data here, Chris, do I have for you? The St. Louis qualifiers and then the Papapalooza semis and the finals. I didn't go back to the quarters at Papapalooza, but averaging 166 over the St. Louis qualifiers and all the a lot of the Papa-Palooza rounds. Absolutely rock solid, okay? You know, had a few rounds where he didn't get in the 160s or 170s, but let me tell you, when the arm was tired, when the lactic acid was running, when all the chips were on the table, I mean, we went 160s and 170s, okay? For the championship, it was 178, I believe, was the final game. Come on. To win it after all those rounds, 161, 179, 168, 178 were the three scores in the Papa-Palooza championship rounds against Isham. Phenomenal, okay? The speed and the accuracy, I think it helps that you're a big guy, too. You know, muscular guy, got good muscle stamina. The speed is real. The accuracy is insane. I see Phyllis. I see Mitch Phyllis a lot like Chris Murph. Bigger guys, and you know, a little closer to the rim, lean, a little bit of a lean, really quick pace, but more than anything, I must be hitting it in the 90% range, and that's phenomenal. And I like that because I'm a big guy too, and I think there's hope for me at some point. So that's it. That is the top 10. We got my top 10: Carson Dean, Bobby Darian, number 9, Nicky Buckets, number 8, Josh Caputo, 7, Michael Pashkow, 6, Kerry Jordan, 5, Scott the Champ Setsky coming in at 4, Mitch Phyllis coming in at 3, James Isham at 2, and who I think is going to raise the trophy and be the new national champion, I think it's going to be Chris Murphy. That's it. That's all I got for you. I may jump on and do another live stream pre-show tomorrow night. I might jump on and have the show in the background and do a little live thing. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining. And I think this gets recorded. I don't know. If so, pass it on to your friends. Let them know. This guy knows nothing, okay? I just learned about this in May. So did a little bit of data, okay? Really don't know squat. But I like to see myself talk. So anyways, have a good night. Enjoy the Papa-Shot National Championship on ESPN2 tomorrow night at 7 p.m.